who led protests and demonstrations that shook the country, that shook government. And it's important that these governments were met. Yes, indeed. There was protests of 1978. General Olegwo was the man in charge at the time. And this was a military government. Nigeria Union of Nigerian Students on the site called protest. The anti-SAP protest of General Banga, students protested against it. Now, to give you some context, I mean, this is Nigerian history, so you obviously know it. A military passing any bill, you're not waiting for anything. So it is very easy for a military ruler to become a dictator. But at the height of all of that, students protested, they spoke, and they country. That's what it meant to be a Nigerian student. There were also anti-military protests in 1992. Where am I going with this? One time, the Nigerian student was revered, respected, because it's a lot to be an undergraduate in this country. The question is, where are we now? Unfortunately, as of today, the industry has nowhere as big. If you are not, give the interest. So let's dive in that report. The state has denied members of the state hostel went to their student affairs submitters urged students to desist from trusting electronic processing agents with their portal login details, adding that the agents take undue advantage of students during hostel application process. Dr. Douglas, however, encouraged students with contrary claims involving staff members and even fellow students who resell their bed spaces to come forward with evidence.
Lecturers are not involved. Workers are not involved. Without giving the electronic processing agents your login details, there is no way they will have access to your portal. Instead of using your Android phone to pay your fees, you go online. They take undue advantage. We have kept money. If anybody tells you that hostel he or she bought for 60,000, that they want to sell it for 100,000, we will give you the money to set up the person.
The management of RSU also called on government and well-meaning individuals to help build more hostels.
We have thousands out there, parents coming every day complaining that their children are coming from one far place or the other, even those coming from outside the states. So government should come in and build more hostels for the university, because we have new programs, now new faculties. So the population of the university has increased, but the same old hostels. So that is the major challenge.
Okay, so I agree with Dean on this. Hardly any university that has enough hostels. And she's saying, yes, we need more. So that glorious Nigerian student protest and help to influence people, write publications, multinationalist ideas. Today's version of that student does not have where to sleep. Now, why is it important for RSU to deny being involved in hostels? Because they're an allegation. Students of the EDC hostel and others are officially sold between 40,000 naira and 60,000 naira are resold for as much as 300,000 naira. They spoke about the difficulties in booking hostel accommodations.
These hostel stuff, they have like a click on the people that have access to it. You have to like meet somebody to be able to like get the hostel. You can't just do it on your own.
Students intentionally book hostels just for the purpose of reselling it. For now, NDDC we are hearing is getting close to 300 something for a normal room. On hostels that lack water, lack light, these are the plagues that we face. It's bad enough that students cannot access the booking of the hostel except they go to lecturers, processing guys. But why would fellow students be booking hostel and reselling at that amount? I've not seen anybody selling below 220,000.
Let's say I give you money to pay school fees for me. You pay the school fees, you have my login details. I don't want hostel. You having my login details, you now book hostel with my name and sell it to somebody else. It's a fraudulent activity.
They can book a hostel space secretly, then put extra charge up to 200k.
Wow. The Nigerian student is homeless. How can we champion the causes we need to if this is a state of things? And it's a sad and sorry situation. I mean, I remember in my school, we had a camp before getting admission, knew that the hostel was trouble. Seems to be a crisis. Universities, you say, from students, the country, some is outside the country. So, situation, and with the prevalence of hostel racketeering in tertiary institutions, because I'm sure more. Nigerian info, Sam Oracle here. And the other break, we're talking about the homeless, the Nigerian student. About leader of. Well, this is because the River State University, the management of that school, the member at the institution, made Hostel Racketeering. Speaking with our correspondent, the Associate Dean of Affairs, Salome Douglas, urged students to desist from trusting electronic processing agents with their portal login details, adding that the agents take undue advantage of students during hostel application process.
Lecturers are not involved. Workers are not involved. Without giving the electronic processing agents your login details, there is no way they will have access to your portal. Instead of using your Android phone to please, you go to them. Even when the university is an ICT center where you can go this, most of them prefer to go to this agent. Students them their login details. When they do that, tell you 6,000, the ones that it 100,000, give you the money to set up.
Okay, how do you mind to put line of delay to school and on the port? You just as a young student, you should be able to pull that on your own. Because all of this happens because some alleged the NC of 40 sold for 300,000.
So they have like the people that have access to like me to get the just
and entirely book hostel proposing this any point on slack. These are like the parties are set booking the hostel except they go to lecturers processing guy. But when fellow students booking hostel and reselling that amount, I've seen anybody selling 200.
Let's see, I give you new pay school fee my lot is I don't
book a spirit only.
Someone said I give money to pay school. Why? Anyways, click on 092-0002, but seeking solutions with the prevalence of hostel racketeering in tertiary institutions, because I'm certain RSU is not the only institution, should the government and private investors be more involved in university housing? And how do high accommodation costs affect students? 0817-923-0002, 0817-2003. Remember, please. Evening. It's. Go ahead, Augustine.
I agree with the
right.
I did through my files everything goes through him and so for the same execution and that it is an internal refusal and it's very upset when you think of the people that are professors, the dean of students affairs, the head of hostels, the wardens of several hostels. We have weekly several hostels in the NDC, and there are wardens in charge of this hostel and all people who you expect to and about students about these people too. People take advantage of details, then sell to other people.
Yeah.
But most students have no choice but to go to do processing guys. But to how help me to book the by the grace of I was able to book my so I paid my fee throughout in arrest.
Hold on. How hectic is it? What is it that don't have? I don't understand that process.
The book could be
okay.
Now after before you find it there, website there.
Pro messages, yeah.
People from most of them they just open a few people there. If you don't have to stay on the chat, while you're in class, like you don't take when who will fight for.
Okay.
And then that is why for the processing guy. Why especially for the NDC, most of them have to go directly to the office before they can get to them. Whereas this is something that is supposed to be they are graduated from that university. Students, especially for the NDC hostel, will have to go to the DSS office before they can get hostel space. Whereas this is the same space. They are involved. Every one of them, from the top of the pyramid hostels. We have hostel supervisors. They sell hostels. The hostel wardens, they sell hostels. They will deny it because, of course, they will not want to own up and say, yes, this is what we do.
Yeah.
But you might pay all, you go to all this and show your, what they call it, the of payment to sign that key. And out of that, you now be requested to pay an fee. And if you refuse to pay that fee, you will not be given to the hostel.
Hold on, this order, which is it and what is it?
They usually say for station, that's what they usually say. Most times they don't even explain to you because they expect you to pay as they tell you.
Okay. How?
Like something 5,000, it is not determined by him. Most times the word of the hostel on to the hostel on that day. How when people are coming, now when people are moving in, the warden will be the supervisor of the hostel. So as moving in, you have to sign on your receipt, and before he pens his signature, you have to pay that money.
Wow.
So the whole process is messed up. They will deny it. Even if you try to talk to the VC now, they will all deny.
Okay. Well, thank you.
What we have been going through.
Thank you.
Funny enough, this renovation they are talking about, they don't do much. What they just do is just to paint the walls, change sockets, and the sockets are substandard sockets. that will get burnt when you plug iron.
Oh my.
Most of the time when we move into the host, we have to change sockets again because you use it one with this bond. They don't put just paste socket. If the valves are broken, the louvers.
Vaz.
Yeah, we still use an RSU.
Okay. Well, I must admit, thank you much. We could talk a lot. Well, I heard from a student. Sorry, graduation. Let's see, can I squeeze in one message? I think I can. Institution too inductive theory. These schools have architecture and estate departments. And the actual town plan and legal and engineering department build these hostels. It's a practical, guided by developers and builders. University land in complaints. It's possible, but you need funding. Okay, draw the design and bring your expertise. This is as far as we can fly. I have to hope again that things get better. Please stay with us.